We have a real family focus here. So just being part of the communities that we work in is important. We'll really try and participate where we're at and give back in any way we can.
Welcome to episode 59 of the LorainCounty.com Insights Podcast. I'm your host, Ed Skiven. This episode is made possible thanks to the support of our champion sponsors, Emerge Inc., Lorain County JVS, WOBL Radio, Community Foundation of Lorain County Community College, and Lorain County Commissioners. Today we're talking with Brian Stack, president of Stack Heating and Cooling. Join us as Brian talks about the company's evolution from a small family business to a trusted provider of HVAC plumbing and electrical services. He shares insight on growth strategies, community engagement, team development, and plans for future expansion, all while maintaining a strong family-oriented culture. I've always admired businesses that can grow over generations while still keeping their values intact. Talking with Brian reminded me of how rare and impressive this is. Stack Heating and Cooling isn't just a service provider. It's a locally grown company that trains people, invests in the community, and helps families stay safe and comfortable year-round. For Lorain County, companies like Stack are incredibly valuable. They create stable jobs, contribute to our economy, and serve as a trusted partner to homeowners, businesses, and local governments alike. Their success strengthens the fabric of our community. Here is my conversation with Brian Stack.
Brian Stack, the president of Stack Heating and Cooling.
Welcome, Brian. Thanks for joining us and sharing your insights. Could you provide an overview of Stack Heating and Cooling?
My parents started the business in 1976 in Lakewood, and we moved out to Avon about 1997. And we're just doing strictly heating and cooling back then, focused on steam and hot water heat, worked in a lot of old homes, Lakewood, Rocky River, east side of Cleveland. In 2008, we got back into the forced air side of the business and continued to grow the business. Added electrical about 10 years ago and plumbing 4 years ago.
When did you move to this location on Colorado Avenue?
2020. The same month the country shut down for COVID, we moved into this building.
Good time. Yeah. Can you talk about the products and services that you provide?
We're mostly, I'd say about 75% residential work, 25% light commercial, a full range of HVAC, plumbing, electric. A lot of people think when we started electrical, it was just to support the HVAC business, but it's not. We'll rewire houses, generators, panel changeouts, and then plumbing's from small remodels up to just fixing toilets and faucets.
What's your service district area?
Our main focus is the west side of Cleveland, but we do go into the east side, Shaker Heights, Cleveland Heights, Hunting Valley, and then as far west as Port Clinton.
What area of commercial do you do?
It's mostly a light commercial, smaller apartment buildings, churches, private schools, little strip mall areas. We do some work at Avon Commons. Enterprise Rent-A-Car is probably our biggest commercial account where we take care of their facilities from Indiana to Pennsylvania.
What promotions, marketing, and sales techniques do you find most effective for reaching local customers?
It's changed over the years. Our trucks are always the most effective marketing tool for us, but we started doing more billboards in the last year. Mostly out west as we're trying to expand into the Sandusky market. And that's really worked pretty well for us.
What are the unique qualities and strengths of Stack and what sets you apart?
One of the main things that sets us apart is our training program. We have a full-time instructor on staff, about a 2,500 square foot training center. So we're constantly training our employees and bringing new people in right out of high school, the trade schools from like JVS, and putting them through a paid training program and getting them out there in the field working.
With so many different divisions under one roof, how do you keep your team aligned with your unified mission?
We have a great management team, and each department has their own manager overseeing that. So the communication between the managers, between the departments really helps keep that aligned. We're all, focused on one goal with the company, and it's worked pretty well.
About how many people?
About 85 total.
I know Stack's involved in the community. Can you talk about some of the ways you engage the community and why is that important to the company?
We have a real family focus here. So just being part of the communities that we work in is important. We'll take part in farmers markets, donate to the local teams, really try and participate where we're at and give back in any way we can. By doing that, I feel like just gets us more into the community with the family feel, and people are more comfortable working with us.
How do you measure success? What are the metrics and outcomes that are important to you and your team?
Biggest thing for me is that we have a happy workforce. I kind of look at my job as to provide a job for the people that work for me where they can come to work where they're happy, they want to come to work, and then everything else just falls in place.
In your industry, what trends are emerging and how is Stack adapting to these changes?
Technology is huge. In the last 10 years, it's changed so much that we have to do a lot more training with the guys. There's constant regulation change. We have a big refrigerant change right now, so we're having to train the guys on that. Codes are constantly changing. So our training program really helps with that and keeps us on top of things.
How do you deal with different codes in different communities?
That can be a challenge because they all have the same code book, but they all interpret it differently. So you just got to be aware of where you're working and just work with the inspectors and respect their authority.
I assume that's a benefit of scale, that you've had more experience in different communities and understand what they care about. And
It is, yeah, because we're dealing with those inspectors every day. So we understand what they're looking for. And they, over the years, looked at our work as stuff that they don't have to worry about. So they know the quality of work we're doing. We've actually put classes on for inspectors to help teach them about what we do. And just having that good relationship has worked out well for us.
in Lorain County, what challenges and opportunities are you seeing?
The opportunity is the community just keeps growing. There's all the new developments are constantly going up. There's new people coming to the area. So for us as a company, there's plenty of growth opportunity to continue here. We haven't had much challenge. We've had it pretty good since we've moved out to Lorain County almost 30 years ago. Everyone's been great to work with.
How is competition?
It's there. I think there's enough work out there that I don't really worry about competition. Consumers going to use who they feel comfortable with. So my goal is to just make sure that we're doing a good job for them and they're comfortable working with us.
What is something people don't normally know about Stack that you'd want them to know?
We are truly a family business. My parents started it, but I have 2 brothers and a sister in the business. Our whole family's here. We all get along great, work together every day, and have our roles in the company that we know what we're doing.
Let's switch over and talk a little bit about you. What's your background and what led you to your current role?
I only went to college for 2 years, and I really missed working with my hands. I grew up working in the business with my parents and my dad. I knew this was something that could make a great career back then, and I've been working full-time now for 33 years here. My roles obviously changed over those years. I'm not working with my hands as much anymore, but it's fun. It's a very rewarding career.
As a second generation leader of a family business, how have you navigated the balance between preserving your parents' founding vision and implementing your own strategies to grow and modernize the company?
I feel like I've really lucked out there where my parents were very supportive of what we wanted to do at the company. There was no pushback when we wanted to grow the business more and continue to get into electrical and plumbing. As long as the business was moving in the right direction, they were fine. So the transition from one generation to the next was very simple.
In the time you've been with Stack, what are you most proud of accomplishing?
I would say just being able to continue the steady growth of the company and building a place where people enjoy coming to work. I mean, that's a big accomplishment.
Going forward, what would you still like to accomplish?
I'd still like to double the size of the business, but still keep that family feel. Our expansion out to Sandusky and even a little farther south. I like that challenge.
All out of this location, or would you have branch locations?
Well, we're looking at a branch location in Sandusky. We bought a building out there. We're looking at cost of remodeling of that right now. Mostly everything would still work out of this location.
Outside of work, what are your hobbies and interests, and how do they help recharge you?
Boating. I have an old 1965 Lyman. It's a wood boat. So restoring that and being out on that with the family has been fun. And I've got 4 daughters. I'm just doing stuff with them. And my youngest has her own business now, so I get to help with her, and she's doing great growing that.
Finally, where can people go to get more information about Stack Heating and connect with you?
Our website's the easiest. It's www.stackheating.com. Everything's on there. We just redid our website this year.
Thanks, Brian, for joining us and sharing your insights.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for listening to the LorainCounty.com Insights Podcast. Each episode, we share conversations with the people shaping life in Lorain County, from business and government to education, nonprofits, healthcare, and entertainment. Be sure to follow or subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so you never miss an episode. You can also visit LorainCounty.com to discover local events, volunteer opportunities, and more community resources. If you know someone who's making a difference in Lorain County, send us a note at podcast@LorainCounty.com. We would love to share their story and insights. Special thanks to our producer, Leah Gerke, and to you for listening. This has been the LorainCounty.com Insights Podcast, conversations with the people shaping Lorain County.